I came from a rich family. My dad used to work in import and export in Syria, and he used to import from Turkey, from Dubai, and import to Turkey, and he worked with many things. And in Syria we don't have banks, so if you have money you have things, cars, apartments, villa, I think anything. So my plan, I used to go every day for riding horses and swimming. And I was one of the top 3 in my class, all the years, approximately. And my plan was to hire a German teacher, so he can teach me German, and so I wanted to travel to Zurich in Switzerland to study economy. 2011, the war started in Syria, everything changed, and as I mentioned before, we don't have banks, so we have things destroyed in war, and everything shut down. I ran away to the countryside with my family. I lived like 1 year, and everything stopped, the school. I thought that it's gonna be like Egypt, like a couple of months and everything gonna continue itself. But no, it wasn't seems so. So I have, if you know, in Syria when you are 18 years old, it means you have to fight and join the army. So they took my cousin, and he died after like 3 years in jail. And the same, he mentioned, they sit like 70 or in a small rooms, even the jails in Syria. And they took my friends also to army. That's why I ran away to Jordan. In Jordan I lived 3 years. I worked with different things, everything you can imagine. I slept in different bases, different rooms with different roommates from all over the world. A lot of things also happened in Jordan. I am a human from the 3rd level in Jordan. I can't open a bank account, I can't work, I don't have a health insurance, even if I stayed for 20-30 years. So my plan was to choose a country that I can settle down. I chose Sweden because I run away from war, and I want any country that's not involved in military bases all over the world or join NATO or anything. So that's why I chose to come to Sweden. On the way to Turkey, I took a plan to Istanbul. Then I arranged with smugglers in Turkey. The smugglers, they tried first thing, they take your money, they put it in the third place, and they start to move you from place to other place. So you'll be very exhausted, and you can say, okay, I accept anything. A boat, a plastic boat, anything, just let me finish. So they do trips all over Turkey. Now we're gonna go to Antalya, we're gonna try all the Coast Guard they are here, we can't do it today. They're gonna move you again and walk up all the mountains, and then again another place, they say we can't today. So after like 1 month approximately in Turkey, they say that's it, it's today, it's gonna be today. They took us to a place, there's a mountain, a highway, the beach. So we can reach this place, there's old showers. Nobody used them anymore. We were 225, we should go through this tunnel. And you can imagine handicapped, children, pregnant women, all kind of person you can imagine. They flip around, they fail all over each other. You have to, you can't see, I don't know what, I have to take my bag, or I have to help the woman with to carry a son, or to help an old man, I don't know. You can't focus. So we reached to the beach, and I'm saying that too fast, you can't imagine it, or how it's hours and days and days. We reached to the beach, and we start to move to the boat. They say it was pretty small compared to 225. They say that they make you exhausted, so you say yes to everything. They say that's one is dedicated, so we can go to the sea, and then there's another one, bigger, wait for us. So just we have to stay away from the Coast Guard, so they can't see us. Then we take the bigger one. We took this boat, and we knew that there is no bigger boat waiting for us in the sea. And they say, we're gonna take you to Italy. That was the arrangement, the deal. But so they say we're gonna take it to Italy, so they can take more money. It costs more than Greece, and the danger is less. So you can reach any country from Italy. You can take a bus, a car, arrange with anyone, and travel. So they took more money, and they didn't put us in Italy. They put us in the international water, and the engine stopped working after like 1.5 days, and we stuck there 3 days. And 3 days they were with no water, no toilet at all. A lot of people, they are vomiting, diarrhea, kids, pregnant. You can't imagine. So we start to make rescue calls from the ship, and they say that they saw our location, and we don't belong to any sea, not to Turkey, not to Greece, so we are not non-responsibility. We're on the sea, in the international sea. So there is a big container ships. They are pretty big. They came aside us, and we tried to make fire, lighting, signals. They saw us. They came nearby, and they start to talk with the radio. And they say, no, we can see you, and we see that you are suffering, but no, sorry, we can't help you. We can't move you to the boat. So that's example how there is a big city, a big country, they don't want to take immigrants. It's the same, they have a very huge base, they have water there, they have everything. We are 200 people suffering, and they just don't want to get on their board. That's it. And there's a lot of countries the same that they do. They are rich, they have everything, they can take more responsibility, but they don't want. It's happened with us like 3 ships, they are big. Some of them, they say we don't want to get close, because if we get close, your boat gonna flip. So they make lame excuse. They just say that there's a reason that we can't come. We want to help, but we can't. That's what they say. I reached to Crete Island, I think maybe Crete Island in Greekland. And Crete, I don't know the name, how they pronounce it. I reached there, and I start to help the Red Cross in translation. And when I helped in translation, I saw horrible stories, worse than mine. For example, there's an old woman with her kids, and her husband tried to help her in Turkey, so he took the bags and the kids and everything to the boat, and he wanted to bring another bag. He went there, he bring the bag, then there's no boat and no family. They left without him. So they don't know where the husband is, how they can contact him, where's the ID, the passports, the money, the phone, nothing. And there's an old woman, she died because of she smashed her bones when she jumped from the boat. And then I went to a smuggler in Athens. Is it right? Athena. So there's a big street, it's called Akhrnoon. It's very popular. If you want to travel to any country, just go there and say, hey, I want to travel. And the police, it's everywhere there, and they know everything that's happening. They know that he's a smuggler. You go to a coffee shop, say, hey, do you have a cappuccino? You say yes. He say, I want to travel to Sweden. You say, okay, just 1 minute. He bring a smuggler, and he arrange a meeting. So I start to talk with a guy. He is a British black man. He originally from Sudan, I think. I remember his name was Jamal. So we started to talk. We did everything, the deal, arrange, and he said that I'm gonna travel with airplane from the airport. He gonna fake an ID. Italian ID. They fake the Italian ID because all the IDs in the world, they have a SIM card, but the Italian one, it's paper, so it's easily fake. So I told the smuggler, hey, after this, I'm gonna call the cops, and I'm gonna call the Interpol, and I will tell them about you. He saw a thing. He said a thing that I will never forget. He said he started to laugh. He said, do you think that I'm just a kid and I just started yesterday to work with this thing? He said, I'm from London and I was born there. No, he didn't born there. He went there like a kid. And he said, now I live here for like 10 years and I'm working every single day. They know about us. They want us to do this job. He said that the people from Europe, they used to come to my country, to Sudan, he mean, and kill people and take slaves, and now you pay your money, you're bleeding, sweating, and you say, please take me. So why would they stop me? That's what he said. That were his words. I went to the airport with the Italian ID, and in Greece, when they see anyone who is Italian, they stop him aside, even if you are Italian, because every day it's happened, the Italian fake ID. So he stopped a friend of mine, he said, Syria? He said, yes. The first day. Then he came to another guy, he said, from Syria? He didn't, he started to speak Italian. So he opened his wallet, there is a bank card, bus card, everything from Italy, he speaks Italian. So he went to the airplane. I chose to go to the airport 5 minutes before the flight, so they don't have any time to investigate with me or open my things and check me. So he came from, he said, from Syria? I said, no, from Italy. He started to speak Italian, I said, I can't speak Italian. He said, wow. The steward, he said, what the fuck? He said, he started to say, I saw some people that are stupid, but not like you. Italian, you can't speak Italian. I say, well, I was born in Dubai, and my mom is from Lebanon, and I'm Arabian. My dad is Italian teacher, he teaches English there, and I'm Arabian. And I speak Arabic and English. I never been to Italy or Europe, it's my first vacation. I'm 21 now, I don't want to travel. He said, okay. He started to think, he bring another guy. He start to check if there's anything fake in the Italian ID or something. But the smuggler, he just took a picture and he put my picture when I was 15 years old with the name Carmelo Alberto. That's what I know in Italian. So he say, okay, you can go. They start to shout my name in the speakers, Carmelo Alberto, Carmelo Alberto. And I start to run, and I took the flight to Switzerland. In Switzerland, in Basel, just one more thing. When in Athene, you put your money in a third place, and this third place, it was a very, very small, tiny restaurant. If you saw it in the city, you will not even pay attention for it. And this place, he took my money, and he give you like a code with a code for you, and it's a number, serial number. You show to the smuggler. You show to the smuggler. You say, that's my serial number. I have the money. And you give him the code when you reach the country, so he can take it. And this is small, it's a very, very small, and you will never pay attention for this restaurant. It had, my number was 400, more than 400, and I put there 3,000 euro. It means he has more than 1 or 2 million euro, this small shop. I reached to Basel, I said, okay, I want the first flight to Sweden. They say, well, we have trips to flights to Sweden, but Basel, Athene. I say no. Here, Sweden. Any place in Sweden. So they say there's a place. The only place is Zurich, Switzerland. I took the train. I reached there. I said, I want to travel to Stockholm, to Sweden. Any place in Sweden. They say, okay, buy it by yourself on the internet. I said, but I don't have any bank account or even ID. I'm all fake, I have nothing. So they say, they say, I didn't say that, but that's I said, I only have cash. He said, okay, you have to wait until morning, like 7 in the morning. I said, no problem. I remember that day in Zurich that I didn't find a place to stay, or I couldn't go to a hotel or something. And I remember that a few years ago, before the war, I wanted to come here to Zurich to study with my money, with my passport, to come in the airport like any human, equal, and get back to my country. And now I'm sleeping in the toilet one night so the police can't catch me. That's it.
Oh.